top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to bring it out. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. To the air, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is good! And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. By no means turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Got a man. It's Butler. Open space at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking deep. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind it.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Find space on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Third down play from the gun. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Shoot, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Evans. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll give it to him again. Running to Green. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Butler. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his...
Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Russell. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He'll try it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. The run to the left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking for room. It's Duarte. At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Mustangs want to move quickly. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Back to pass, it's Russell. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the defender. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Converts on 4th down, still going. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Duarte. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And it's incomplete. For the massive, explosive play instead, they're looking at a 3rd down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Back to pass, it's Byrne. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. He's got it down the right side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. To the air, it's Russell. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. That's caught. It's Butler. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Kentucky. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Makes the catch, it's Cunningham.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. Makes a grab for a big play. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Escapes the sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. To the air, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Shelton. He won't get there, it'll bring up fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown hit?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they hit it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. first and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Caught in the backfield, it's Duarte. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Power football with the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on second down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. And And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. It is, he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, you take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Off play action on first down. On the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown Mustangs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. He's got it for the two.
Well, that's the right call to go for two right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a three-point game, and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for one, your opponent could take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Bulldozes his way through. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive.
He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Byrne. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Evans. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple positions.
He's going for a big play downfield. Pitch him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Defense showing blitz here. They'll go to the air. Wideout trying to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another